Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I am finally bringing you my Pan America test ride video. That's because when I got back from Danbury, Connecticut, I had to get my bike out of winter storage, and then of course that follows along with my first ride of 2021, which you also got to go along with me. So I haven't exactly been doing nothing. In the meantime though, since getting my bike out of winter storage, Mother Nature, at least for those of us who live up here in northern New York, is reminding us that the season is still winter. So it's been raining or even snowing ever since. Like you. Yeah, so what else am I going to do? If I'm not going to be out riding my own bike, I might as well get this video done and in the books for you guys to watch. Alright, so when Harley first announced the Pan America back in 2018, it really wasn't on my radar. Then in 2019 at the annual dealer meeting in Milwaukee, we got to see that bike along with the Performance Custom bike for the first time in person. They were both roped off. We both couldn't walk up and touch and sit on the bikes at all, but we were able to see the first working prototypes. Since then, Harley-Davidson has removed their future vehicles from their website. The Performance Custom is no longer listed. However, we still have word from H.O.G that that bike is still in the works, and we should be hearing something about that soon. We know for certain that the power plant, the engine that powers the Pan America, is also going to be in the Performance Custom, and wow, what a motor. So they're just looking to retune it for that particular bike specifications. And I'm guessing that's what they're working on right now, since the Pan America is being launched or has launched and is expected to arrive in dealerships no later than mid-May. First part of the month we should be start to see them rolling in, and then all dealerships should have them no later than mid-May. So as part of that rollout, what Harley-Davidson did was put a lot of Pan Americas, put them on 2 demo trucks, one for the East Coast, one for the West Coast, and invited dealers to go around, meet up with the trucks. They were on their own little demo tour. Dealership employees only were able to get on the bikes and go for a ride. I was able to do that. It was April 8th out at Danbury, Connecticut. Had a wonderful time. Actually met up with Steve, who is in the reveal video, and was able to talk with him more one-on-one about not only the Pan America, but the bikes that the boys used in the Long Way Up. Apparently Charlie's is in the H.G. Museum in the archives, and Ewan's is on display at the H.G. Museum. So if you're in the area, definitely go check those out. Interesting bikes to be sure. But back to the Pan America, the dealership experience, that was similar to what Matt Laidlaw did when he went out to San Diego. It was the same thing. It was an on-road test ride only. We weren't able to take them off-road at all, and it was just a really short up the block and then turn around and then back down. We weren't able to get on them and ride them all day. That being said, Matt Laidlaw also did go out to Rawhide out in the Mojave Desert, get a more in-depth experience, got to ride the bikes a couple of days, both on and off-road, and I will link his video here if you want to see more about that. Really good stuff, as usual, from Matt. Also, if you want to see more pictures from my experience out in Danbury, Connecticut, then be sure to look me up on Instagram at Irish Bob's Sister. So here's what I learned from my test ride experience over in Danbury. First, how to tell the difference between the Pan America and the Pan America Special. And I'm going to share that with you, so then that way you can be a little bit more knowledgeable as well and kind of flaunt that in front of your friends when you're out and about and if you happen to see a Pan. So the easiest, best way to tell the difference is by the tank badge. The Pan America, which is the base model, that just has the H-D on the tank. Really easy way, okay? Super easy. Pan America Special has that relief 2-part barn shield there that is on the tank, and then part of it is also on the cowl. So again, simple, easy way to tell the difference between a Pan America and a Pan America Special. Show it off to your friends. Also, one of the things that I learned was that their seat has 2 height adjustments. You can put it up all the way up at the top where it's kind of sort of levels out with the passenger pillion, or you can take it down a notch. Super easy to do. All you do is use the keys to pop the seat off and then stick it in the position that you want. Lower it within a matter of minutes, and then you can take it a step further and get the reduced reach seat, which would make the seat height even lower if you wish. Last but not least was the adapted ride height. One of my questions was whether or not I had to set that with the bike. Turns out you don't. All you have to do is just turn the bike on. The Pan America Special is the only one that has it. And if that bike has the adapted ride height, that is an option that you can get. I believe the price on that is $1,000 for the adapted ride height option. If you get that, all you have to do, factory installed of course, once you get the bike, you turn the bike on and it automatically lowers itself right down. You don't have to put it at a certain setting or anything that you have to do in the computer with the bike. It automatically does it for you. And then you really don't even notice it when you're riding. When you're riding around, the bike comes back up to the ride heights for whatever mode that you're in, and then it comes back down as soon as it feels like it's slowing down, and you come to a stop, and it's right there for you. You don't really even have to think about it or worry about it, which is super nice. One of the best things ever, at least for me. I'm 5'8" with a 36-inch inseam. The bike that I rode, the Pan America Special that I rode, had the soft bags on there, as well as the reduced reach seat and the adjusted ride height, and I was completely flat-footed. Didn't bother me at all. I came up, when I first left the driveway, I came up and I put my foot down, and there was some gravel there that I didn't see, and my left foot kind of sort of slipped out from underneath me. No worries. The ride height was there, the seat was there, my legs were there, and the bike did not fall. Thankfully. Happened to somebody else, but not me, so it all works out perfectly. Gravel. And now on to the actual test ride itself. Man, what a bike. First, I actually almost accidentally ran the bike into one of the parked cars there because I wasn't ready for the torque that it has, which is a lot. But the friction zone, perfect. I mean, once I figured out where the clutch let out, which wasn't hard to do at all, I didn't feel like I was going to stall the bike at all. Plenty of power, and I was comfortable with it. The second thing that I had to get used to pretty quickly was where the pegs were for my feet to go. Much further back than I'm used to with my cruiser style Heritage and the floorboards, but still comfortable. Very easy to get my feet underneath me. My feet literally are right underneath you. And then very easy to stand up, which of course was the whole reasoning behind that in the first place, because especially if you're going off-road a lot, you're going to be doing a lot of standing as you're going over the whoopties and the ruts and whatnot have you. So super easy, very comfortable riding position, very comfortable seat. I also will add, loved it, no problems with it whatsoever. Even though it was a short test ride, I could easily tell that seat would be very comfortable for all-day riding. And yeah, the bike is about 530 pounds wet, so riding that around, I figured it's about 100 pounds less than my Heritage, so I knew it was going to be a little bit lighter than my bike was, but it doesn't even feel like it's 500 pounds when riding around. It feels like a little dirt bike that I used to take out back in the day with a lot more power. That power plant, that 1200 Revolution Max engine really sat me back in the seat, especially right off the line. Easy to do, easy to go through the gears, very nimble, very responsive bike, very smooth handling, very everything. I mean, you're probably thinking I've got a biased opinion, which granted I do probably have it just a little bit, but I love this bike, man. It cannot be any better than what Harley got it. Right out of the box, I don't think so. I really think Harley nailed it on this one. So there I was on my test ride. It was a non-guided test ride and didn't know the area at all, didn't know where I was going, completely missed the big red arrow on the side and ended up having to turn around in a gravel driveway. A little nervous at first because, again, I didn't know the bike. I was in unfamiliar territory, but navigated through that gravel driveway, came back up, made the transition back to the street with the power and the clutch, and everything was just perfect. Loved it. No worries whatsoever. Met back up with the group and then headed back to the dealership. Again, you think about leaning and the bike's right there for you. You want to get up and go. The bike's right there for you. My only mistake was I forgot to try out the different modes. So I honestly don't even know which mode I was in. They said to start it off in rain mode, so it might have been. Even though that display is pretty big and it's beautiful and it's easy to read, I didn't even look to see which mode I was in or change modes at all. So my bad on that one. If you happen to get a chance to ride the Pan America, don't do that. Definitely try out the different ride modes because there is definitely a difference between the feels. There's rain mode, there's sport mode, and then there's on-road mode. Of course, for us, the off-road mode was disabled because we were just on the pavement only. But if you get a chance to try it out off-road, then definitely you're going to want to put it in off-road or off-road plus. I did happen to notice that I was the only woman there that day who was riding the Pan America. I did ask the guys that were with the truck, and apparently I was not the only woman overall just for that day. There were other women. So my question is there any women out there that are interested in this bike? Have you tried it out, or do you want to try it out? Let me know in the comments below. As I said, there are more in-depth videos out there. You've got Matt Laidlaw's one where he shows you he test rode the Pan America at San Diego and then also again at Rawhide. It's a really good in-depth video. He also, before that, when they first announced the Pan America was coming out after the February 22nd reveal, he did a really good in-depth video that shows you all the specs that are on the Pan. So again, both good videos to go and watch. I'll put those links down below. If you happen to think he might be a little bit biased like I am, then I'm also going to leave you a link. Her name is Julianne and it's Ride and Roll, and she got the ability to test ride the Pan, again, off-road in Europe. I believe it's in Germany she's in, and just has nothing but positive reviews as well. But she doesn't just do Harley-Davidson, she does also other bikes, so be sure and check out her channel, Ride and Roll by Julianne. And now back to you. Do you want to take the Pan America for the test ride? If you are in the area, northern New York, way up here at the top of the state, May 14th and 15th, we are going to have the dealer demo truck at FX Caprara Harley-Davidson. Again, May 14th and 15th. Confirmed on the truck is CVOs, the Tri-Glide, as well as the Pan America. Whether it's the Pan America or Pan America Special, I'm not entirely sure, but confirmed a Pan America is on dealer demo trucks. So, if you are not in the area May 14th and 15th, then definitely go check out your own local dealer, see if maybe they're getting the dealer demo truck. Not going to happen close to you, then definitely check out the links below. go to Harley's website, h-t.com, go to the Pan America page, scroll about halfway down, and you're gonna see where it talks about the demo rides, and click on the button that says book now. Of course, it can't go to every town, but it goes to a lot of places. Again, there's 2 demo trucks with just Pan America on them, one for the West Coast, one for the East Coast. Check out those dates, see if there's something close to you, book your ride, and then go do it. You're going to have a lot of fun, I guarantee. And it's free. And that's it for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being patient with me until I finally got this video done and get it together. What did you think about it? If you liked it, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, then hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when I upload new content, then be sure to hit that bell. And until the next time, guys, please be safe, be kind to one another, ride when you can, and have fun.